Hello everyone, how are you today? Let's see if I can find the live. Let's see if I can find the live. There we go. I don't know what its issue was today. Let's see if we can angle it a little bit better so you get a better view. Today we're going to work on DIY some door hangers. Okay. Now on my door hangers, they're just plain wooden door hangers. I get them. Sometimes I will add glitter to them, and I'll show you one that I'm working on. Right now it still needs another few minutes to dry. On the back, I put another hanger. Can you see? Let me switch it around. I put a wire hanger. I know it's got a loop here to hang from, but when you think about the wind blowing in the fall, I don't want to overstress this small section and cause it to snap off. So what I do is I put a wire on here so that you can hang it by that wire, and it takes the stress and spreads it out between the whole front end and not just this little neck piece. Okay. I also put the chair squares or chair circles on the bottom. You know, the little pads that go on the bottom of your chair so they don't scratch your floor. And the reason I do that is so that it doesn't scratch your door or your glass. It just adds a little bit of cushion, and it doesn't bang quite so loud with the kids running in and out of the house. So today we're going to work on this little guy. This is a lantern, a fall lantern. It would be great for all of October and November, Thanksgiving, or any type of holiday. It would just look unique and precious as a gift to a pumpkin farmer, or hanging in a pumpkin patch. Just a cute little sign. So what I'm going to do is make a little bow to go across the top here. Okay? So we're going to set that over. I'm going to get my bow out here, my bow maker. This is my little spool. You're supposed to put your spool on the end here, but I kept getting it all tangled up with my bow. So this is made from an old trophy. I just took the trophy part off and kept the marble base. Okay? Now I think I'm going to use this ribbon because it has the blues in it, like it has in the pumpkin, and different browns and white pumpkins. So I'm going to use this. Now, as you can tell, this is a single direction ribbon. It goes one direction. Some people freak out over it. Me, I just work with it the way it is. It doesn't really bother me. If it bothers you, I'll show you a few things that you can do. Now, when I make my bow, pinch and twist, because since my pumpkins stand up, I'm going to start up here. I'm going to start at the top. Okay? Now my bow on my thing, we don't want it to be any more than 5 inches. We want a small bow, okay? So we're going to make a small bow, okay? Sorry about that. I got a message that the video was restricted. So I will probably just make my loops Yeah, 5 inches is going to be my biggest loop. Maybe 4.5. Let me reduce it to 4.5 inches. Okay, so you pinch it, you twist it, you put it in the bow maker, and you twist it again. Okay, this goes up, your first loop goes up. Okay, pinch, twist, loop, make it about 4.5 inches, and scrunch it down. Okay, so what I do is I bring both my loops up. I just do this for the first time so I can get a measurement and make sure my loops start out the same length. Now that doesn't mean it will be the same length, but I try to make them the same length. Okay, so that's going to be my first layer of loops. Now I'm going to do a couple of layers. Okay, so this time we're going to start on the other side. I'm going to make a small tail for the top, pinch it, put it down in there, twist it. Okay, so this side went down, this side went up, so this time this side goes up. Go, and I'm going to make it about 4 inches. Put it in there, twist it. So I make it about a finger or two width smaller than the one below it. Okay. This time I don't twist it because it's going to be the tail. And then here we go with the tail. Now as you can see, even though it's a single directional ribbon, by cutting it and doing it this way, all my pumpkins, the tops are facing outward, and on the tails the pumpkins are facing correctly. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do another layer. Again, starting on this side, pinch and twist. Make my loop a little smaller, pinch and twist. Pinch, and the tail. Okay. Let's go ahead and go down here, cut it. All right. And I do believe that's plenty of layers. But if you'll notice, I've got an odd number of tails. You can leave it like that and make sure this one hangs in the center. Or if you want, you can just put another strip in, like so, and have even number of tails on both sides. That gives you 4 tails. Okay. That's that. Now I have my bow. Under here somewhere I have a twist tie. Not a twist tie, but a zip tie. I have a zip tie, a small 4-inch zip tie. To take my bow off the bow maker, I put my thumb at the top. I scoot everything up. Make sure my finger goes in between the layers. Oops. Okay. So my hand is in between the top layers. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a finger down there below the middle layers, or the bottom tails. Just make sure that I stay centered with my zip tie and just feed it through. You want to hold it tight, make sure that your layers don't collapse, don't come undone. Now I do it lightly at first, so I can get a visual on how everything is looking. Everything looks good, and then I cinch it down. Oop, this came untwisted. So let's twist that puppy around before we tighten it up. There we go. One of these days I'm going to get one of those tools that tightens and cuts your zip ties all at once. Cut it. All right. Make sure I got everything where I want it. Up here, down there, up, up. Move this out of the way. Okay. Bring over my board. Now I know the tails look a little long right now, but it won't after I get everything trimmed. But right now I just want to center it. And I'm going to center it right here at this point. Okay, I still want you to be able to see that it's a lantern. Okay. Now what I start with is the bottom tails. So push everything up. I get bottom tails where I want them. Make sure I'm in the middle. Let's go over a little bit. Okay. Now this might be a little loud, so I apologize if it is. And I just put a staple there to hold it on. Okay, I'm going to turn it to the side. I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom loop, just the bottom loop, none of the others. Make sure it's where I want it. Get my staple there, and there we go. Let's go over to the other side. Now that loop was down, so this one, the bottom loop needs to be up. So I make sure it comes up. Staple it on. And now for the top. I'm just going to staple one of these tails down. Okay, and that's just to keep the bow from sagging. It's not going anywhere. Okay, there you go. Now I got all my bows smashed. And I'm going to show you how to unsmash a bow. You know, sometimes when you buy them in the store or you buy them online, you get them out of storage, they're smushed, okay? So to unsmush a bow, what you're going to do is start at the bottom, and you're just going to take your two fingers, and you're going to put them in there and just fluff up that loop. Can you see it? Take your two fingers in there and fluff up that loop. Okay? We have 3 loops on each side, so we're going to fluff up the loop. Okay, go to the other side. Start at the bottom loop. I'm going to take it. I want to make sure you can see good. Put your fingers in between the loop and just fluff it up. That's why we use a good wired ribbon. It's so that we can refluff our bows. Just take it, loop it, fluff it, okay? And that fluffs up our bow. Now let's trim our tails. Normally you don't want your tails any longer than your loops, or maybe just a tad. I'm going to make, let me turn it so you can see. I'm going to make my tails just so that they end right here at the top of the lantern. Okay, so I'm going to take this and trim it. You can do dovetails, you can do a slanted cut. You do whatever kind of tail finish that you like. Okay, so when you do the next layer, you want to make sure that they are just a bit shorter than the one below. Okay, it's a little shorter. I'm going to make this one a little longer because I want to keep this pumpkin. I want to keep as much of that pumpkin as I can. Okay. That one was supposed to go on top. Oh well. It's too late now. I've already stapled it on. There we go. So use the wire, fluff out your ribbon. Okay? You don't want your ribbon laying flat on your door hanger. You want it to fluff up and have some personality. Okay? Take this. I'm going to trim the bottom one first. And then trim each one of these. There we go. And again, just fluff them up so that your bow has sass and personality. Okay. And there's our bow. What do you think? You like that? Okay. Now sometimes I like to put a little glittered ball in the center. Let me get my little glittered balls. It's not necessary. You could leave it like this. But I like to add a little bit of glitter into the center of the bow because the ribbon's glittered. Let me get a medium-sized one. And you just take that, make a little pocket for it. Take your hot glue, put a dollop of hot glue on there, and you're just going to push it down on that ribbon, just like that. And there we go. You've just glammed up a door hanger. Very simple, very easy. So when you see a door hanger at the Dollar Tree or the Walmart or wherever, if you see it and you want it, don't be afraid to add ribbon. Make it better. Use it up a little bit. And that's what you have. Alrighty, everybody. That's how to add a bow. Now I'm going to get my supplies ready and show you how to glitter a door hanger. I will come back live when I have that set up. Thank you so much, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.